While 40 million tourists crush into Barcelona each year, these 10 European cities stay virtually empty. Number 3 has more churches than residents. Number 7 bans tour buses entirely. You've never heard of most of these places, and that's exactly why they're perfect. Empty squares, silent streets. Cities where you can hear your own footsteps echo. While everyone else fights for selfie space at overrun landmarks, these 10 European cities remain forgotten, peaceful, and completely yours. From Balkan capitals frozen in time to Nordic towns that see more reindeer than tourists, this isn't your typical Europe. Number 1 is so empty, locals outnumber visitors 200 to 1. Let's start at number 10. Number 10 is Maribor, Slovenia. This city has the world's oldest vine. It's been producing wine for 400 years. Yet only 150,000 tourists visit annually. Prague gets that many in 3 days. Maribor sits along the Drava River in northeastern Slovenia, right against the Austrian border. It's Slovenia's second largest city, yet feels like a sleepy wine village. The old town features Baroque architecture and Renaissance squares that remain photographically empty even in summer. The vine itself grows on a building facade downtown. You can walk right up to it without a single person blocking your shot. Here's what most people miss. The surrounding hills produce some of Europe's finest wines, but wine tourism here is virtually non-existent. Locals actually outnumber visitors in restaurants. You can sip Slovenian whites at sidewalk cafes and never hear English spoken. This is what European travel looked like 40 years ago. Number 9 is Pécs, Hungary. This city has more UNESCO sites than tourist hotels. 4 early Christian burial chambers sit beneath the streets. Most visitors to Hungary never make it here. Pécs lies in southern Hungary near the Croatian border, built on 5 hills like Rome. It's Hungary's 5th largest city, but receives less than 5% of Budapest's tourism. The old town features Turkish mosques from Ottoman occupation, the northernmost Islamic architecture in Europe. Pastel-colored Baroque buildings line empty squares where locals sip coffee undisturbed. The underground burial chambers date to the 4th century, and you can often tour them alone. But here's the secret. Pécs was European Capital of Culture in 2010, yet somehow stayed off the tourist radar. The city invested millions in restoration but never became trendy. That failure is your opportunity. World-class museums, 2,000 years of history, and you'll likely be the only foreigner in sight. Number 8 is Undiscovered, Albania. Albania's oldest city sees fewer tourists in a year than Dubrovnik sees in a week. Lake Undiscovered is one of Europe's largest. You can kayak alone for hours. Undiscovered sits in northern Albania near the Montenegrin border, at the foot of the Albanian Alps. It's been continuously inhabited for over 2,400 years. The city blends Ottoman mosques, Catholic churches, and communist-era architecture in a chaotic but authentic mix. Rizafa Castle towers on a hill above. You can explore it with maybe 5 other people total. The pedestrian boulevard features sidewalk cafes where locals gather, but foreign tourists are so rare you'll draw curious stares. Here's what makes this special. Albania just started appearing on travel radars, but everyone goes to the beaches. Coder offers mountain access, lake activities, and genuine Balkan culture. Locals speak Italian more than English. This is raw, unfiltered Europe before Instagram discovered it.
Number 7 is Kosice, Slovakia. Slovakia's second city gets 30 times fewer tourists than Prague. The main square is one of Europe's longest. You can walk its entire length and see maybe a dozen people. Kosice sits in eastern Slovakia near the Hungarian border, at the foot of the Carpathian Mountains. It's the country's second largest city, but feels like a provincial town. The old town features the largest Gothic cathedral in Slovakia, surrounded by pastel Baroque buildings and Art Nouveau masterpieces. St. Elizabeth Cathedral dominates the main square, yet you can photograph it from every angle without tourists in your frame. The pedestrian zone stretches nearly a kilometer. Cafes, shops, and restaurants operate primarily for locals. But here's what travelers miss. Kosice was European Capital of Culture in 2013, yet Budapest still steals all the attention. The city invested heavily but stayed authentic. You'll hear Slovak spoken everywhere, prices remain local, and restaurants don't have English menus. This is Central Europe as it actually exists, not the sanitized tourist version. Plus, the surrounding Slovak Paradise National Park offers hiking with genuine solitude. Number 6 is Vaduz, Liechtenstein. This is Europe's 4th smallest country. The entire capital has 5,000 residents. You can walk end to end in 20 minutes. Vaduz sits in the Rhine Valley between Switzerland and Austria, a microstate most people forget exists. The princely castle overlooks the town from a clifftop, though you can't tour it because the royal family actually lives there. The pedestrian zone consists of one main street with banks, museums, and souvenir shops. On weekdays, you'll see more locals doing banking than tourists taking photos. The country itself is only 160 square kilometers, smaller than Washington, D.C. But here's the magic. Liechtenstein punches above its weight in alpine beauty. The surrounding mountains offer hiking trails where you'll encounter maybe 2 other people all day. The capital feels like a wealthy Swiss village frozen in the 1980s. No crowds, no hustle, just efficiency, cleanliness, and Alps everywhere you look. Plus, getting your passport stamped at the tourist office feels like joining a very exclusive club. Wait, have any of these places surprised you yet? Drop a comment below. The top 4 are even more unexpected. Number 5 is Bitola, North Macedonia. North Macedonia's second city calls itself the City of Consuls. It has more neoclassical buildings than tourists. Ancient Heraclea ruins sit on the edge of town. You can tour them completely alone. Bitola sits in southern North Macedonia near the Greek border in the Pelagonia Valley. It was once a major Ottoman city with consulates from 16 countries. Today, Shirak Sakak, the pedestrian street, feels frozen in the 1970s. Sidewalk cafes serve Turkish coffee while locals stroll at sunset. This is where North Macedonians vacation, not foreigners. The ancient city of Heraclea sits 2 kilometers away, with stunning Roman mosaics uncovered but rarely visited. Here's what makes Bitola special. This city should be famous. The architecture rivals Thessaloniki. The cafe culture beats most European capitals. Ancient ruins equal anything in Greece. Yet North Macedonia remains Europe's most overlooked country, and Bitola its hidden gem. You'll experience authentic Balkan life, Ottoman heritage, and Roman history, with no lines, no crowds, and prices from another era. Number 4 is Narva, Estonia. Estonia's third largest city sits on the Russian border. Literally, the Narva River divides the two countries. You can see Russian territory from the castle walls, yet almost no tourists visit. Narva sits in Estonia's far northeast, 130 kilometers from Tallinn. 90% of residents speak Russian as their first language. This is Europe's most Russian city that isn't actually in Russia. The medieval castle faces its Russian twin across the river, 2 fortresses staring at each other for centuries. During Soviet times, Narva was a closed military city. Even now, the border creates an odd atmosphere. The town hall square could be beautiful, but neglect and complicated history keep it off tourist maps. But here's what's fascinating. Narva offers something unique, a genuine border city with layered identity. Estonian legally, Russian culturally, Soviet aesthetically. The Castle Museum is excellent and empty. You can photograph both countries from one spot. This isn't comfortable tourism. It's raw European geopolitics you can touch. Number 3 is Chisinau, Moldova. Moldova is Europe's least visited country. The capital gets fewer than 15,000 Western tourists per year. London gets that many in an hour. Chisinau sits in central Moldova, a landlocked country squeezed between Romania and Ukraine. Most people can't even point to it on a map. The city blends Soviet concrete blocks with Orthodox churches and leafy parks. Cathedral Square sits empty on summer afternoons. Locals drink coffee at sidewalk cafes while European tourists simply don't exist here. The National Museum charges $2 admission. The wine cellars beneath the city hold collections rivaling any in Europe. You can tour them with private guides because you'll be the only visitor that day. But here's why Chisinau matters. This is as close as you'll get to time travel tourism. Moldova feels like Eastern Europe in 1995, rough around the edges, genuinely affordable, completely authentic. Locals are baffled when foreigners visit. Restaurants don't have English menus. Prices are still in lei, not euros, because Moldova isn't in the EU and probably never will be. This isn't pretty, but it's real and empty. If you want true undiscovered Europe, Moldova is your answer. You'll have an entire capital city essentially to yourself. Number 2 is Tórshavn, Faroe Islands. This is the world's smallest capital. Population, 14,000. It has more sheep than people. The entire downtown is 12 streets. Tórshavn sits on Streymoy Island in the North Atlantic, halfway between Iceland and Norway. The Faroe Islands are a Danish territory most people forget exists. The old town features grass-roofed houses painted in bright colors, facing a harbor where fishing boats outnumber tourists. The historic Tinganes Peninsula, the government district, consists of wooden houses built on rocks jutting into the sea. You can walk the entire capital in 30 minutes. The weather changes every 10 minutes. Wind, rain, sun, fog, sometimes all at once. But here's what makes Tórshavn extraordinary. This is as remote as European civilization gets while still having Wi-Fi. The Faroes get maybe 50,000 tourists total per year, and most never stay in the capital. They chase waterfalls and cliffs and miss the city entirely. Tórshavn offers Nordic culture without Nordic crowds or prices. You can eat at Michelin-quality restaurants alone. Locals speak better English than most Europeans. The surrounding landscapes rival Iceland, but you'll have them to yourself. This is Viking heritage meeting modern Scandinavia meeting geographic isolation. And it's empty. These cities are incredible, right? Before number 1, if you're planning a trip based on this video, hit that like button. It helps fellow travelers find these hidden gems. Now, the emptiest city in Europe. is Sukhumi, Abkhazia. Abkhazia technically doesn't exist. It's a breakaway region only recognized by Russia. The capital sits frozen in time since a war in the 1990s. Locals outnumber visitors 200 to 1, and we're not exaggerating. Sukhumi sits on the Black Sea coast, disputed territory between Georgia and Russia. It was once the Soviet Union's premier beach resort. Stalin had a dacha here. Then civil war destroyed everything. Today, the city is a haunting mix of crumbling Soviet grandeur and subtropical beauty. Palm trees grow through abandoned buildings. The promenade along the Black Sea stands empty. Hotels that once hosted cosmonauts now sit as hollow shells. A few thousand tourists visit per year, mostly Russians and Armenians. Getting here requires crossing the de facto border from Georgia or flying from Moscow. But here's why Sukhumi is number one. This isn't just empty, it's frozen. You're visiting a place that shouldn't exist, walking through a capital caught between war and peace, past and future. The beaches are perfect. The weather is Mediterranean. Soviet mosaics still decorate public spaces, and you'll be completely, utterly alone. This is Europe's most empty city because it's Europe's most forgotten place. The botanical garden is 200 years old, you can tour it solo. A cafe on the beach might serve 3 customers all day. This is travel at its most surreal. Welcome to the emptiest city in Europe. From war frozen Black Sea resorts to Viking capitals in the Atlantic, these 10 cities prove Europe still holds secrets. Sukhumi shocked me most, a Mediterranean paradise completely empty. Which destination surprised you? Drop a comment below with where you'd visit first. If this journey inspired you, smash that like button and subscribe to ExploreWorld AI. Next week, we're revealing Europe's most dangerous hiking trails. The adventure never stops.